JJ McCarthy just walked into Ford Field and shocked the world and humbled the Lions, and the Vikings are right back in the NFC North race. We're going to talk about all of that and more, but first, I need to tell you about Zero Res Carpet Cleaning, because right now they're offering 3 carpets cleaned for only $129. Go to ZeroResMinnesota.com and take advantage of this special offer by telling them you heard about it from The Brawl with Tim Paul. Chocolate chip on your carpet after Halloween? Contact ZeroResMinnesota.com and get those stains out today. Zero Res spelled forwards or backwards, it spells the same. JJ McCarthy shocks the world. The Vikings were 9.5-point underdogs versus the Detroit Lions in Detroit, and the Vikings walk away winners. And my first takeaway is the human element of JJ McCarthy. He was emotional after the game. Take a look at this clip right here.
What was your reaction when you got back to the locker room and they're all out?
It was awesome. Yeah, just when you're hurt, being on IR last year and being out for 5 weeks, it absolutely kills me not being out there with those guys because I love every single one of them. And, I know they got my back and I got theirs the rest of the way.
JJ McCarthy was selected as the 10th overall pick, the highest quarterback the Vikings have ever selected, coming off a national championship win. All McCarthy has ever done is set foot on that football field and win games. All of that was taken away from McCarthy his first year after he was injured in a preseason game. The Vikings reject 3 other quarterbacks: Darnold, Daniel Jones, and Aaron Rodgers. 4, the prodigy, JJ McCarthy. He plays well in 1 of 8 quarters, and then he gets hurt again. If there's one thing we know about McCarthy, it's that he is a competitive son of a gun. And it was eating him alive to not be on that football field for a year and a half, and then to come back as 9.5-point underdogs, and then to win and give the Vikings confidence that they really haven't had all season is why you get this. Imagine something you're great at being taken away from you for a year and a half. That's going to impact you, your identity, your feeling, your confidence, and that's why we got the emotion. Let's not forget just how much work McCarthy had to put in to get to the place that he's in now. Now let's shift and break down the game. The first thing that comes to my mind is the McCarthy's a winner byline that he was crowned after he won the national championship in Michigan. Everybody pulls up his high school record, his college record, and says he's a winner. And I'm hesitant to award that byline to anybody because you put any quarterback on the Jets, are they still a winner? No. But McCarthy flashed signs of he's a winner versus Detroit. His statistics weren't spectacular. 14 for 25, 143 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, and a rushing touchdown. But he made big plays in the biggest moments. One of the biggest factors in winning and losing a game boils down to the red zone. And when the Vikings got to the red zone, McCarthy found Hawkinson for a touchdown, he found Jefferson for a touchdown, and he rushed for a touchdown. McCarthy was directly responsible for 21 of the 27 points the Vikings scored. If you are taking those touchdowns and making them into field goals, this is a blowout loss, and the Vikings season is over. But McCarthy flashed I'm a winner in this game and made big plays in the biggest moments. I'm not gonna go out and call him a winner yet until he wins more games and does it on a consistent basis, but he flashed signs of it. As the game continued, McCarthy also showed some inaccuracy. He showed a lack of touch. He overthrew Jefferson 10 yards when he was wide open, and you could see Jefferson's frustration after he missed him. But the biggest difference versus week 1 and weeks 2 is that McCarthy was decisive. McCarthy was a slow processing quarterback in the first 2 weeks. Versus the Lions, he was committed, he was decisive, and he threw it with conviction. I'm on record calling JJ McCarthy an unbustable quarterback because I think he works too much and too hard to become a flat-out bust in the league. I think at the very least he will be serviceable, and that was displayed versus Detroit. And the biggest moment of the game, Kevin O'Connell had a decision to make. A 3rd and 5, do you put the ball in the hands of McCarthy? Do you trust him to make an accurate throw and end the game? Because a 3rd and 5, you're right at that point where you could try to run the ball and get 5 yards with Jordan Mason, or you could unleash the McCarthy cannon and end the game. And he throws an absolute dime to Jalen Nailor. If you ever want to know a coach's trust in a quarterback, just highlight the final 2 minutes of a game and you have a 3rd and 5 or longer to try to ice the game. What decision does that head coach make? If he hands the ball off, you know for certain that that coach has no trust in the quarterback. But if he allows him to throw, that coach trusts the quarterback to make a play. And Kevin O'Connell has complete trust in McCarthy. And McCarthy earned that trust by making a beautiful throw to a covered Jalen Nailor, but only put it in a spot where Nailor could get it. McCarthy was spectacular in this game. And with the Vikings 500 at 4-4, he has given the team a massive boost of belief and confidence going forward for the rest of the season. If they beat Baltimore, the Vikings season will ascend to new heights. If they lose to Baltimore and McCarthy plays poorly, I'm going to come on this podcast and say that's why I was hesitant to award McCarthy the I'm a winner. He's a winner. He's a winner. He just wins. But what a game off an injury in Detroit as 9-point underdogs. McCarthy was a beast. If you need your bathroom remodeled, you need to check out 5-Star Bath Solutions of Minneapolis because they transformed our bathroom in 48 hours, and that's their promise for you as well. 5-Star Bath Solutions of Minneapolis took our old, disgusting, outdated bathroom and made it into a masterpiece in only 48 hours. We had old, disgusting floors and shower and a bathtub and a sink. We had mold in our shower. And 5-Star Bath Solutions of Minneapolis took care of all of that. No outsourcing needed. 5-Star Bath Solutions of Minneapolis is your go-to bathroom remodel. 48-hour renovations. Full bathrooms. Don't wait 8 weeks. Contact 5-Star Bath Solutions of Minneapolis and get an affordable transformation with a beautiful solution.